Hello YouTube, I'm back with an update video here, and it is approximately just after 6:30, maybe about around 6:35, 6:40, and this is just an update. And my system has been running for 8 hours, and I'm down to 24% state of charge. And the batteries and the capacitor bank have been doing really well. Just to kind of give you an idea of where we stand with the trimetric, we're at 23.6 volts. That's my battery bank. That is the actual voltage of my battery bank. I've discovered that this is not really accurate. I used a true RMS voltmeter, a multimeter, and I've discovered that this is accurate and this is off. So this gives me a true RMS reading according to my voltmeter anyway. And as you can see here, I'm only pulling about 13.9 amps. And we were running all night long with just the bare essentials, and I'm at 24% state of charge. Now, the reason why this is an update is I want to kind of give an update on my ventilation fan here. You can see I've kind of did some work on the ceiling when I installed this thing. I turned it off so that I can do this video, but that ventilation fan runs 24/7. It performs two purposes. The first purpose is to ventilate the hydrogen gas that gets emitted from the battery, this particular battery bank, when it gets charged. And it also serves the purpose of removing the hot air out of this particular room. This thing runs 24/7, and it's done a really good job. Now, also, another update is that the reason why this thing's at 24% state of charge is because I took some advice from Yankee 4, and his advice or suggestion sometime back was that I may want to consider using a timer on my refrigerator to kind of give me some more usage from my system, so that refrigerator doesn't come on all the time. Now, taking that into account, and plus the fact that someone else mentioned that these refrigerators come with an auto defrost mechanism or something like that actually comes on throughout the night or throughout the day, and that kind of takes power away from my battery bank as well. So with that in mind, I decided to put a timer on the refrigerator just to see what it would do. And coming out right here, you can see I'm at 24% state of charge. Now, these batteries, or these cells, these are 19 nickel iron cells that make up one nickel iron battery, and they've been performing very well since I've had them, and I've used them constantly. And the reason being is the more you use these batteries, the better they perform. Now, yes, I have had to change, add more water, because the harder you use them, the more water they use. But it's not a whole bunch. I whenever I have to add more water, it's usually I have to add maybe a gallon, a gallon and a half of water, and to each, by pouring a little, just a little in each cell. But the thing is, I really didn't have to. However, I always like to keep the cells up to the watermark, the maximum watermark, and it would take a lot for it to get down to the minimum watermark. But why take that chance? I just go ahead and after I've used them hard for about a week or two, then a week or two, then I actually refill the batteries. But it's no big deal. It doesn't take me that long to do. But anyway, thanks to Yankee 4. it seems that, you know, it worked out really, really well. And I'll show you in a minute what kind of timer I used. As you can see here, I'm still pulling, you know, amps, about around 12.6 amps. Just the bare essentials, you know, lights, the refrigerator, the freezer, when it's on, and you know, just some other stuff like that. And so it's doing really, really well at 23.8. My battery, my low voltage cutoff for my Magnesign inverter is 18 volts. So as you can see from here, this thing can run for a little longer. So again, thanks to Yankee 4 for his suggestion. It's worked out really, really well, really well. And plus, you know, this with the capacitor bank, you know, this thing has been performing awesome. Okay, stand by, YouTube, and I'll show you the timer that I used. Okay, YouTube, I'm back, and this is the timer that I used to plug into the refrigerator, or have the refrigerator plugged into. And I like this particular timer because it's a little more intuitive than some of the other timers that I use. As you can see here, it's just really, really simple. Just 2 outlets, and just plug the refrigerator into one, and you can see the time. And it's running really, really well. And so what it is, it has about 20 settings. I think I used 10 of them, or 8 or 9, 8, 9 or 10 settings. And the refrigerator comes on for 30 minutes, goes off for 30 minutes. You can see, let's see what time I had here. So you can see at 11 p.m. The refrigerator's on. Well, it's on at that time anyway, so this just starts the cycle. So 11 it's on, 11:30 it's off, and then you can see as I scroll through the cycle that comes on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So I use 9 settings. And those 9 settings reflect the hours that I'm gonna, you know, pretty much be off grid. And so it's worked really, really well. So again, YouTube, thanks to Yankee 4 for his suggestion. It really, you know, he said that he uses a timer. He gets about 2 kilowatts extra, you know, out of his battery bank with the use of a timer. And I can say, you know, from what I see, that, you know, that's very plausible and true. So, all right, again, thanks to Yankee 4. And just a suggestion for those you folks out there that are considering, you know, or want to do off-grid and, you know, and trying to, you know, tweak your system to get more out of it. Okay, take care, YouTube.